Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to my channel in Magic Talk Fridays. So, yeah, how's everyone doing this morning? I just want to get on here and kind of share a little bit about myself and who I am. So, I come from a large family. My mother had 8 children. I am the oldest. Yes. So growing up, I had a sense of responsibility, to care for my siblings. So that became a part of me. And growing up, to kind of tie in who I am magically, growing up, I used to see, hear, I came into this world with a sense of knowing things. So we all know how that turns out as a child. You're either, someone's telling you that's evil, or you seem like the oddball, you seem like a weird person. Children can be really cruel. Things, in your life can seem really cruel. So you, as a child, try to fit in. So those are a lot of things that happen to me growing up. And what happens is, I heard someone speak the other day, and what happens is when you are from birth to 7 years old, you are your most authentic self. You are discovering things and discovering them in how you know to be. But what happens is by the time you're 7 years old, in your brain, you form what the world is. So according to your upbringing, who's around you, the world has taught you who to be. And this is incorrect. So what happens is you go through life stumbling because you are not your truest, authentic self. But, some of us at different timings, because everyone's different, everyone's gift is unique. At different timings, we begin to have moments of becoming awake. And what happens is all of those things that you felt were odd, all of those things that they told you was wrong, they got pushed into your subconscious. And throughout life, you may not even know why something affected you the way it did. It just did because that was a part of your subconscious trying to push its way out. And what we call shadow work is delving into the subconscious and finding those things that are a part of you and bringing them to the surface and bringing them to some awareness. So you get to a stage in your life, and I'm pushing way ahead because some people later in life, like myself, um, but it's like you have sparks of these moments throughout your walk of life, but never the full awareness to the level of knowing all that is there. So what happens is once you do shadow work, once you begin to become aware, the things that are in the subconscious connect with the conscious you. And when those things merge, that is a part of you that is becoming whole. That is a part of your true, authentic self. When you begin to accept the thing that's in the subconscious as a part of you and not caring what the world thinks, because you are you. You are not the world. You are you. So, yeah. And at this point in my life, I have become aware of many things in my subconscious, still working on it daily. This is not something that, I discovered shadow work. Oh, let me read a book. Oh, let me do a few steps. And, I'm healed. I know all of this, the things that are there. And I'm good. So yeah, it's a daily work. So yeah, and it's brought me to this part in my life where I am now, as the introvert that I am, the shy person that I am, beginning to share a lot of that with the world. And some of the things that I am sharing now is one, that I am a natural artist. I've for the most part I've been I was an artist all my life. However, as a child growing up, I was discouraged from taking that path. And it is just in my recent years, with shadow work, discovering, some of the things that bring life to me, some of those things that I should be doing. So what you see a lot of now with me is sharing some of what is created here brought to life. And that is a lot of the things that I do actually on my website, Arcanum Works. And I have some collaboration coming in the near future, that I am excited about, where my custom creations are concerned. But yeah. So to jump ahead to discuss a little, give you an example of what I mean by some of the things that I do intuitively to help you out, because I get this question quite a bit. What do you use to make this magic happen? Like, what do you use to get this intention working? So an example is, if you have an herb in healing that fights mucus, that attacks all of the foreign things in your body that do not belong, you take that herb and apply it to protection magic, right? So that herb is going to block out anything that doesn't belong, remove all of the negative things that do not belong. So it's really that simple. You follow I say it's simple. A lot of people need to learn how to connect with their intuition, their higher self. That is another work that is also daily. So knowing these things, to follow your intuition, when you get to that level, it's because you have communed with yourself, meaning you have sat in the quiet, and it's okay to be alone. Yeah, I remember when I grew up, like I said, I grew up in a big family, so being alone was like, no. So I always wanted to be with somebody. I always wanted to imagine an introvert always wanting to be with somebody. Yeah, so that was kind of a struggle because, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I have become very comfortable with being alone. As a matter of fact, too comfortable. Like right now, quarantine is what I normally do. So yeah, so once you become comfortable with yourself, knowing the signs that your higher self is trying to show you, or those messages that your higher self is trying to give you, it's trying to guide you. Once you begin to become comfortable with that, then hearing that voice and saying, okay, I need this to manifest. What can I do to manifest this? Listen to that voice. So yeah, so that is a little bit of understanding magic, right? You cannot just, guys, you cannot say one morning, you know what? I think I want to do magic. No, you cannot. So yeah, that's not something that happens overnight. You can, yes, everybody's born with a gift. Everybody's born with intuition. However, it needs to be cultivated. That energy that you put into your work comes from a place of experience, comes from a place of knowledge, right? You can't just, this is not overnight work. And some of us, yes, I believe that age-old question, are some people born a witch? Are some people born this way? That to me is a yes and no answer. And I'll explain, right? So since where it's a no is because everyone is born with intuition. Where it's a yes is everyone is not born into this world with it still connected. Everyone's not born in this world. Everyone doesn't come in with their gift still activated. So sometimes you have those that are born into this world already activated, right? So that's where and this is just my understanding of it, and you can share with me what you think about that. It is my understanding that some are born with it and some are not. So yeah, you can't just wake up and decide to do this. So you have to work with it. It takes time. It's not an overnight process. So yeah, uh, I hope you guys in this quarantine time, in this pandemic time, aren't letting it get to you too much. Use it. Use it. You know, sometimes we don't know. We move, humans move fast. Like humans are always on the go. This is why it's very hard for people to meditate. Like humans do not know how to stay still. Even in my quarantine introvert state, I don't know how to stay still. So that's a daily work for me. Like I've been called by my family the beast because once I delve into something, I go in beast mode, and that's all that I'm doing. But yeah, so use this time and make it work for you. You know, where there's no social, when you're not able to socialize with the public in person. That's okay, you know, because this is the universe saying, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. So this is my scenario about what is taking place right now, because yes, I refer to a lot of things in the natural where healing is concerned to the spiritual. So if you have a foreign thing in your body, what's going to happen is, and it's invading everything in there, it's invading your space. Your body is going to fight it. Your body is going to like give you a fever to say, listen, wake up, something's going on here. So it's going to give you that fever, and then the mucus is going to build up the mucus to kind of slow down and protect what it's trying to overtake. Then you get a cough. You get like all of these things happen because there's something foreign in your body. relating that to what's happening now is the earth, the where the universe wants to take us is we have to get to a place that it needs us to be in. So it's uprooting some things. It's cleaning house, so to speak. It's bringing some things to light. So it's working things out in a way that it needs to be worked out for us as a human race to continue forward. So that is the way I see it. So when you hear people say what is happening is a good thing, I believe that is what they mean. That there is a cleaning out, there is something taking place so it can move us forward in the direction that we need to go. Whatever that direction is, that is the direction that us as a whole, us as a human race need to go. And this human race can be stubborn sometimes, so things has to happen the way that they happen. So take this time to work on yourself, build up your immunity, physically, spiritually, mentally, build your immunity up for things to come. And just know that this will be over soon. And just stay encouraged. So I am going to sign off here and work on some things for my shop. And some things I'll share with you later. But yeah, and if you want to know and didn't get a chance to check out my other video, go ahead and check that out. And I'll put it in the comments below, or either I'll put it right here. So yeah, go ahead and check that out, because a lot of that, or that video, is about some of the immunity busters that I use for times like this. So yeah, love you guys and have a wonderful day.